Mic test 3, 2, 1. We live yet? Let's check. Alright, so live yet? Alright, so welcome to day 86. Backtesting until I'm profitable. Yeah, I found these headsets in my sister's closet, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta try them. Yeah, shout out to her. Anyways, they have some kind of cloudy noise. I don't know where it's coming from, but yeah, no worries. So let's get it started. July 19th, 2025. Boom, we are in. I'd like to use the mouse here though. Oh, come on. All right. So, yeah, can now start. So today's Saturday. Things are kind of fine. Did some cleaning today. Still energetic. Still pumped. Gonna do this trading thing. And if we win, it's this. Alright, so let's go. I'm not delaying the details. I 2024. I see the fuse model. I hate the way the overall win rate is 20, 21, 27. I don't know. It hurts. All right. Just delaying a bit. Now I'd like to go to the daily. The daily time frames right here on NQ and in ES they kind of look the same. So here, I think got here, but we filled this week to the midpoint. Can see that after doing that we started to drop. Can see like this here, pushed into the midpoint of the week and then we dropped. And well, I'm looking some kind of lower prices because well, NQ took out this. I mean ES took out this low. So we might as well get an SMT or continue and take out this low as well for because you can see that we have a bunch of liquidity resting here. Now on the 4 hour, you can see it's kind of some consolidation. Now let me go to the where we were at 10:54. So let's see what happens on this day if we get an entry or not. Let's see what happened at 9. So here we got some kind of SMT at 8, then at 10 get a nice retracement into the gap. And then boom, we push, take off this high here, creating another SMT. You can see that here we have a crazy SMT. And this was yesterday, and then Friday started dropping like this, dropping. So our next liquidity target would obviously be here since we take on this high. So I'm targeting for these lows here, this one. Where for ES it's some kind of relatively close, so we might reach there as well. Now the entry model here I'll be looking for, the one that will present itself. I will use it like a fair value gap reaction because you can see the 5 minute pushed up into the fair value gap, then it dropped. So we have this fair value gap on the 15, we might push up into it or not. But on the 5 minute, you can see we have this one right here. So let's see if we get into it. So we push higher a bit, then we start to drop. Let's see how ES is looking. ES pushes into another block, then it drops. SMT, SMT, SMT here, change in state, inversion, then this will be the target obviously. Let's see if we reach into it. Boom, target hit. Should it on this high, but we still have the overall price to go lower. So let's see if this POI gets rejected. So we're now in the 5 minute fair value gap. You can see that push tap into the 5 minute fair value gap, and I'm looking to take an entry here. And then you can see we drop again, create a volume imbalance and fair value gap, and I think we're gonna react off of it. Let's see the next candle. Boom, it pushes higher, crazy. So let's just wait a bit and see. So I think the 5 minute fair value gap gets disrespected, 15 minute as well. So this becomes the inversion, which means we'll come into it before we continue the push. So you can see drop again into the inversion. Here I think you can take buys and target this high right here. We're at 11:44, which means the launch macro will come in when we're in the trade. These are some relatively equal highs when my stop is below the low here. Risk kind of like 1% there. Let's see how this goes. Wow, what a crazy movement. We had a nice push to the upside, but it didn't even go beyond here. How's it looking on the 15 though? So it retraces again into the gap. The launch macro destroyed us. Go to the next day. So how does the next day start? Alright, so let's see how price is on the daily. It's bullish here. We're putting in some kind of SMT. Look from here to here, some looking for bullish prices simply. Now the 1 hour. Here you can see that we dropped nicely, dropped into this sort of block here, then started to push. It was the PM session of that day. And you can see that overnight it went crazy. So now I'm still looking for price to push higher because let's see how the 4 hour looks like. Yeah, we filled this CB here, and there's this one, which means to fill this one we might need to reach to equilibrium right here, and we can also fill this one right here for some fill there. So let's do it like this. So these are the midpoints. I'll be looking for price to push up in there. Now on this 15 minute, for me to look for buys, I'd like to see a kind of sweep. So we got 8:30 news that caused a nice push, which are retail sales. So you can see that we had this crazy candle on the news release. Let's see what price does. Oh, crazy drop. Crazy drop. And I think this is a kind of rebalance of this move from here to here. You can see we've dropped into equilibrium of the move as price was rebalancing. And we have a crazy SMT here. So let's see what happens next. So we continue dropping. My lord, if this becomes an SMT, it will be crazy because look at the slow. ES is nowhere to reaching it. It's literally nowhere. So here we're creating an inversion, and yeah, if I can close above, you can take that entry on a retracement maybe. Right here we trace into a fair value gap, and here I'd like to take the entry with the stop loss below this volume imbalance. I think this will be a good entry, but let me wait. Boom, the drop into the first inversion, then we could start continue pushing. Crazy. And now here we get another move. You can see here that would drop nicely. It's 959. Drop into this fair value gap and a price balanced price range after this shift in structure. So here I'm honestly thinking higher prices because by the way there's an SMT, so don't trust this. And there's also a fair value gap. I'm not trusting it somehow. Yeah, it's untrusted for real. Alright, so I drop and take out this low. Alright, so let's see. So the bullish prices don't play out, but we don't even get a confluence to enter on this move, so yeah, let's not do anything stupid. Thank Thankfully. So we get this sweep as well at 10. Change in state, retracement into the change in state here, or block creation. Then we drop. So first target, and this would be our manipulative move. Level 2 here, just near this level here. And it even continues further. So we didn't just see that. And now on the 15, we have a nice SMT and a nice sweep. You can see here we have a crazy sweep, and we've actually finished. Where this is like the range of from 8 to 9:30. So it's like kind of the Venom model. You enter on the pushback. So I'm looking for price to push higher. After taking out that low there on the 15 minute, you can see the 15 minute is created an SMT. Wait, why is it extended? Here, take out this low here. Nice sweep. And this sweep. Here we also have an SMT from here. SMT. Are we in any kind of POI on the 30 minutes? We're in a 30-minute fair value gap here. Alright, back to the 1 minute. Like, so I'd like to see an internal manipulation for me to enter. Right, SMT, SMT, SMT here. So to look for buys if we get a change in state there, and boom, NQ also takes out the lows. And here we also take out the low by a few ticks. They're really lows, so they're a great point of liquidity. And we take them out. So our bullish prices get failed. You don't have a series of down close candles, so I can't just say that this is a change in state. Except for here, then change in state here. But the reason I don't, we didn't inverse the fair value gap. Maybe if we inverse some fair value gap here, you can see we inversed it, this one, and we got that right here. And is this in kind of SMT? Doesn't look like it. So we're almost in the launch macro. Can wait a bit on the 5 minute. We get a nice retracement into this gap here. And for here, maybe the target will be like after this manipulative move. You can see you can target these highs here. Well, this move is looking nice. Another SMT internally, kind of. So here we can risk. Wait, it's almost lunch hour again. But we can take the risk. So the stop loss will be under the order block here. Let the wick do the damage if it is to do it. So targeting this high here. Well, this is the first liquidity levels and these ones as well. So I'll be looking out for that. So we get a nice push to the upside. We take out this high. So we can up to the stop loss a bit higher. So we're in the lunch hour. Let's wait. Stop out. Stop out. Come on. Alright, so nice rejection. Takes out this highs size here. And then it drops. So internally on this manipulation leg, let's see how it's looking. Like this low, this from this high, this low here, this low that took out this one here. Okay, crazy one. Okay, so it's 13. How's the daily looking so far? Ooh, very, very bearish. I think SMTs on the daily don't apply, but you can see that we were targeting these lows because they were taken out on ES. So the daily was also planning to take them out. So lesson of the day is sometimes it's not an SMT, it's just like an indication that the lows will also be taken out on NQ. So yeah, it's another lesson learned, I guess. Not I guess, it's surely another lesson. But it would we have gotten an entry still? Well, I doubt that. Let's see. So at nine we had this crazy drop. So this happened at 9:20, 9:30. This crazy drop, retracement into the gap. You can see that this was the first presented fair value gap. How's the 1 minute looking like? So this is our first presented fair value gap. So you can see we reject it nicely. So let's say you get a fill here. The target is here. You can see you reach a target very nicely. So this is actually nice. This is a 1 to 2. Very nice 1 to 2. So the first presented fair value gap here played a really nice role. So after this crazy move, we trace into the gap. That would drop. Yes, let's go to the next day now. Now, June, BC. Because FX replay has some kind of bug. When I click option R to refresh the charts, it shows me some dumb stuff. Like it removes the other chart. So now, since we've rebalanced, since we've dropped into this crazy gap here, I think it's time we go back higher, shouldn't we? Yeah, no one better. Alright, now going on the 4 hour. So we have some kind of SMT here. Whoa, crazy one. Let's go on the 1 hour. Wait, where is it? This? So if we were to push higher, then I would like to see some kind of rebalance of this gap at least. Like that will be the low hanging fruit. Here to here. And this will be our PDRA. Right now, here we have some kind of SMT on the. Let's use the 30-minute. Might show us the SMT even clearer. So we do it like this. So it's some kind of high time frame SMT. You can see here we shift the structure retracement into the gap. So yeah, I'm still looking for higher prices, obviously. So now let's wait for the opening bell. Six, 27, 28, 29. Ooh, ooh, this is nice. Crazy drop. How's it looking at the 15? We might not even reach that gap. Nice one, nice one. Nice change in state here. After the sweep, so the 2 minute or the 5 minute looking at this. So nice sweep, nice damage. So series of down close candles, we close above. We trace into them. And then we start to push higher. So like this was the manipulation leg. This last one, because I think it's the one that caused this sweep. So let's look on the high time frame though. What's the 15? So after the drop into this gap here. Alright, so it's, sorry, from here to here. If we use an ST-fib here, consider we have this line here. So let's take this trade. It's 934. I'll be in, and I'm targeting that high. My stop loss will be kind of there. 1%, half percent. Let's take one. Let's see how this goes. One candle. Very, very, very disappointing. Okay, so we get another manipulation leg. So we sweep again. You know what made this move different? I think it's these inversions. Like, let me remove this. So you can see after taking out this flow here, this manipulation leg, go to 2 minute, you can see it clearly. Like, I had this manipulation leg from here to here. Let's make it an ST fib. So you can see that on the ST fib it reaches the level 2, which aligns with nicely with these levels of liquidity we're targeting. And after creating the change in state, you can see we hang around for a bit, waiting for entries. And here we can get a nice feel as we're waiting for the entries, because the stop loss goes under the fair value under the inversion here. And let's say your target was the equalos or the level 2 right here, 2.14R. You trade your stop loss obviously. So very nice move. And the one can even put it under this gap somewhere there. So nice entry. We missed it out. Happens. So after taking out these highs here, market would obviously be. Wait a minute. These highs are. What an SMT is this? AES didn't even go near them. So you can see that after taking out the highs, it dropped, created a gap, traced nicely into the gap, and then started to drop. So I'm looking for it to actually drop. How's the 15 of the fair value gap from the furrow, I think. Of the fair value gap from the furrow, I think, or the one. Yeah, see, we're still in the zero. So disappointment, disappointment. So we get a nice retracement into this gap right here after this manipulation leg. So still looking for lower prices here. Most likely here, I think. We've swept, we've shifted, retracement into the gap, closed slightly above. Mm, mm, mm. And I think this is like some kind of wick on the 15 or somewhere there. So retracement 50 consequent encroachment of the week. And a nice sweep of the highs. Very nice. I think I'd get a good fill here Problem is that if I take the trade, then it will might run to SL. Like I'm honestly looking for here to here, somewhere there, like these lows, any of those. So if I take this move, yeah, I don't trust NQ. I don't trust NQ, and no one ever does. Does anyone? Not a surprise. So sorry, Lance. See you next time. We got crazy losses, so maybe we'll continue backtesting and see if we can get a win so we can wear this. Yeah, so do meet again. Stay blessed.